Good evening, thanks for joining us. Over 3 million Canadians have diabetes. Despite significant advancements in treatment, it remains a very difficult and oftentimes painful disease to live with. On Sunday, locals gathered at Bud Miller Park to raise funds and awareness about this disease. Many of the participants in the Freedom Run have diabetes.
I know how hard it is to deal with type 1 diabetes, and just to give back and give awareness and help support diabetics, because there seems to be a large increase of diabetics now, so it's just my time to give back.
They were walking or running either 3 or 5 kilometers around Bud Miller Park, raising over $2,000 for diabetes research, and were taking part in the Cash Store's second annual event. It's a fundraiser taking place across the country in an effort to build on developments in research.
We've gone from insulin syringes that used to have to be sharpened and sterilized, large needles.
Although there have been great strides in treatment, including the discovery of insulin by 2 Canadians nearly 100 years ago, diabetics and those with loved ones who have the disease say treatment remains painful and often scary.
Many people don't know what people go through with it. It's hard. There's a lot of routine and little kids giving them needles, and it's hard.
She was scared to get her needle, and I had to show her and do it before her. It's hard.
For anyone wanting to give to the cause, you can still donate at the local Cash Store. All proceeds go directly to the World Class Diabetes Center in Edmonton. Well, dust was flying, nostrils were flaring, and cowboys and cowgirls were hanging on for dear life. And it was all for good causes at the KVM Ranch Rodeo this weekend. Soaked up the sun on Sunday as 10 teams of 7 members competed in what's become an annual tradition.
To do a 4-H fundraiser one year, and we got a bunch of teams together and we carried on going, and today all these teams are actually still here.
Everything from calf branding to team roping was on the agenda, and although it is a competition, the focus is decidedly on giving back.
Let's let the teams bring their own charity. If they win, then we'll give the money to that charity. And then we get 10 charities instead of 1.
Its organizer says making sure everybody has a good time has been the key to the event's longevity and has made it something he relishes being a part of.
I love this. I love it. I'm an old rodeo hand. And when I got hooked up with Ranch Rodeo, I just found this here to be a lot of fun.
The top 5 teams from the 2-day event will split $5,000, which will go towards the charities of their choice.
The rookies have been pushing the vet so far this preseason for the Bobcats, and they were back to work last night, lighting more fires under the returning players in the back half of a home-and-home with the Kodiaks. And the Cats are quick out of the gate in this one, and I mean literally. 4 minutes in, the orange and black strike Corey Chisholm down low to Jeff Lorenz, who spots Topher Flanagan in front. It's 1-0 Lloyd. Their speed almost makes it 2-love moments later. Brighton Chico Mills gets sprung on the partial break, but he can't slip it by Braden Hopfee. The Cats do add to their lead midway through the opening frame. Mills in on the 2-on-1 with Casey Knight, decides to keep, this time wiring it top Ched past Hopfee. It's 2-0 home side. The Cats aren't done there. 2.5 left in the first. Kyle Harris carries the puck into Kodiak territory, drops it back for Flanagan, who banks it off a body in front and in. Lloyd up 3-0. The Kodiaks begin their comeback in the second. Short-handed, Robert Kennedy coughs up the puck behind the net. Luke Van Dale to Tanner Tyndall. Back to Van Dale, who sends it into the back of the net. Camrose down 2. The Kodiaks net their second of the period on the power play. Van Dale scoops up the loose puck, skates out, then goes bar down, cutting the lead to 1. Still in the second, the Kodiaks looking to complete the comeback in on the 3-on-2. Brett Rosie's shot is stopped, but tempers flare after. I guess that's what happens when you play a team 2 nights in a row. 8 minutes into the third, Camrose ties it up, and who else? Van Dale starts it. Sammy Jardin over to Ty Clay. He rifles it upstairs. It's 3-all. Moments later, the Cats trying to restore their lead. Harris back to Lorenz, but Matt Gibney well, he flashes the leather. Lloyd does get one by Gibney in the frame. On the man advantage, Travis Wellman chips it to Matty Marcineau, who fires it glove side. Cats up 4-3. The Kodiaks late in the third with a chance to even it up. Warren Callis steals the puck. Can't find Tyndall at the side of the net. Chase Komistek covers it up. The Bobcats, they hold off the Kodiaks 4-3. And I know it's only preseason, but the Cats are 3-0.
It's looking good for our team. Everyone's skating hard out there, and I mean, after you're building up the wins in the preseason, you want to go into the season with confidence, and that's what we're going after this season.
Brighton Mills has been a one-man wrecking crew on the ice lately. He hit 3 guys down here. He walked did a couple of real nice things. It's very encouraging to see Brighton play the way he is. Flanny's moving again, starting to go to the danger areas, which he needed to do. But let's make no mistake about it. I'm going to say it right for you guys. Some of the vets have got to watch out because some of these rookie players are playing damn good hockey.
They're pushing the pace, definitely are pushing the pace. Coaching staff has been very clear that nobody's job is safe, so the veterans know that. The rookies are trying to take our spots, and hopefully we won't let that happen, but they're definitely giving it.
The Cats' next action comes Wednesday night at the RJ Lalonde Arena when they face off against the Bonnyville Pontiacs. This tilt won't be the battle of the rookies like the preseason opener. The second meeting gets underway at 7 o'clock. It's not the big show, but over 50 13-year-olds laced them up this weekend in hopes of cracking the Lloydminster Bantam AAA Universal Heat squad. This year's camp had a different feel. It wasn't just the new coaching staff, but a new attitude. The Heat's new head coach, Lance Ward, watched from above as the AAA hopefuls battled it out on the ice.
The expectations are all on myself and to put together a good coaching staff, develop these kids. 55 kids showed up to camp. Ward knows he can't keep them all. We're talking about 13-year-old kids here. We're not talking about getting cut from an NHL team here. If somebody doesn't make my team, they've got a AA team to play on here that's really good, and there's a ton of options for kids these days. 3 players from last year's squad that was swept in the first round of the playoffs are returning. They know their experience will be valued.
I'll just be a leader and set a good role for all the other players coming up, something to look up to.
The changes in the offseason has kept excited for the upcoming year.
The new coaching system is going to be great. It's a great idea to have the progression right through all 3 stages of minor hockey there for the elite division.
The players will take part in an inter-squad game Monday night. Ward says he has an idea of what he's looking for.
I think speed and smarts. I know that's kind of a cliche and obvious, but the faster you are, the smarter the kids are. You can work on puck handling, you can work on system.